Hello students, I am Sir Glenn, your subject teacher. Welcome to Pre-Calculus! Our second lesson is all about parabola. Ano nga bang parabola? Kung matatandaan pa natin, ang parabola ay ang tawag sa graph ng isang quadratic function. So, sa lesson na yon, natutunan natin na ang graph ng isang quadratic function pwedeng upwards or downwards. So, in this lesson, we will not just tackle about the upward and downward parabola. Meron din tayong tinatawag na parabola opening to the left and parabola opening to the right. Okay, so but before that, let's try to define first what is a parabola. Consider the point F and the line L having equation y is equal to -2 as shown in the figure below. So we have here point F, 0, 1, 2. And then ito yung line y is equal to -2. We have questions, what are the distances of point A from point F and the distance from point A to this line? Second question, how about the distances of point B from F and the distance between point B and this line? So for the solution, let's try to pay attention here. What are the distances of A and F, A from F, and point A from line L? So solution, we have the given. First one, the distance between A and F. A has coordinates 4 and 2, and F has coordinates 0 and 2. We are looking for the distance. We will be using, of course, the distance formula. Distance of points A and F, we have AF is equal to square root of 4 minus 0 squared plus 2 minus 2 squared. So simplifying further, we get 4 minus 0 is 4 squared, and then 2 minus 2 is 0, kaya na-cancel na siya. And then, square root, tas square yung nasa loob, pwede natin i-cancel yan immediately, ang may iwan ay 4. Second, we have the distance from point A to this line L, which is y is equal to -2. So, the given, we have point A has coordinates 4 and 2, and A sub L, or this line, we have 4 and -2. So the distance of points A and A sub L, we have 4 minus 4 squared plus 2 minus -2 squared. So 0 na yan, 4 minus 4 is 0, plus 2 minus -2, we have negative times negative is positive, kaya siya 2 plus 2 squared. Then 2 plus 2 is 4, square root, that's squared yung nasa loob, we can cancel square root and the square, ang may iwan ay 4. So as you can see, the distance from point A and F and from point A and the line L is the same, 4. Second question, how about the distances of point B from F and point B from the line L? So using the distance formula, we have the distance between point B and F, we have -8 minus 0 squared plus 8 minus 2 squared. Simplifying further, we get -8 minus 0 is still -8 squared plus 8 minus 2 is 6 squared. So -8 squared is 64, 6 squared is 36. So 64 plus 36 is 100, the square root is 10. The second one, the distance between point B and the line L. So B is -8 and 8. The coordinates of B sub L, we have -8 and -2. So the distance can be obtained by using the distance formula, -8 minus -8 plus 8 minus -2. So -8, negative times negative will be positive. So -8 plus 8 is 0, naalis na siya. Then 8, negative times negative is positive, kaya siya 8 plus 2 squared. Okay, so 8 plus 2 is 10. 10 squared, may square root siya, squared yung nasa loob, we can immediately cancel them as well. So canceling that, we have 10. The distance between point B and F and point B and the line L is also the same, 10. Anong gustong i-imply nito? So there are other points P such that the distance between point P and point F is equal to the distance between point P and the line L, where P sub L is the closest point on line L. The collection of all such points forms a shape called a parabola. Okay, so kapag nandito yung point natin, if we try to measure the distance of this point between point F and the distance between this line, pareho lang din. Same is true kapag nandito yung point natin. Or kung nandito, if you try to measure the distance between this point and F and then between this point and this line, same lang din ang makukuha natin. Okay? The definition, let F be a given point and L a given line not containing F. The set of all points P such that its distances from F and from L are the same is called a parabola. The point F is its focus and the line L is its directrix. Ang tawag dito ay focus at ang tawag sa line na to ay directrix. The vertex V is the point midway between the focus and the directrix. Ito yung ating vertex. Understood? So the equation of a parabola. So syempre, si circle may equation, si parabola din may equation. So consider a parabola with focus F, which has coordinates 0 and C, and directrix L having equation y is equal to negative C, just like in this diagram. So ito yung F, ito yung directrix, y is equal to negative C. The focus and directrix are C units above and below respectively to origin. So yung distance nito from origin ay C. Yung distance din nito, yung line na to from origin is equivalent to C. Let point P be a point on the parabola so that the distance between point P and the focus is equal to the distance between point P and the line L, where P sub L is the point on L closest to P. The point P has to be on the same side of the directrix as the focus. So, given these information, how can we obtain the parabola? So, let's try to derive the standard equation of a parabola opening upward with vertex at the origin. So, as you can see, it is upwards. So, we have the focus, 0C, and we have this point, XY, and we have this directrix, line L, which is y is equal to negative C. For the derivation of the standard equation, you watch this video. Okay, so let us derive the standard equation of a parabola opening upward with vertex V at the origin. So we have the given point P, point F, and point P of L. So let's use the definition that any point in the parabola, the distance between any point P in the parabola and the focus is always equal with the distance between that point and the directrix. Okay, so we derive the equation by using the distance formula. The distance between P and F can be written as this one. So x minus 0 squared plus y minus c squared is equal to the distance between P and P of L, P sub L. We have x minus x squared plus y minus negative c squared. Simplifying further, we get x minus 0 is x squared. Then we have y minus c squared is equal to x minus x is 0. So we disregard that immediately. Negative times negative will be positive. So y plus c squared. So as you can see, since square sila pareho, square yung both sides. Para maalis yan, we square both sides. Okay, so alisin yan. Alisin. So naiwan, we have x squared plus we have y minus c squared is equal to y plus c squared. So we expand y minus c squared and y plus c squared using the special products. We have this will be y squared minus 2cy plus c squared is equal to, this will be y squared plus 2cy plus c squared. since iisa lang yung term na may x, which is x squared, siya yung may iwan sa ating left side. And then, lahat ng terms ililipat sa right side. So, y squared, we just bring down y squared, and then transposing positive y squared, it will be negative y squared. Then we bring down 2cy, then transposing negative 2cy, we have positive 2cy, and we bring down positive c squared, and then we transpose positive c squared, it will be negative c squared. So simplifying further, we get y squared minus y squared is 0, 2cy plus 2cy is 4cy, and then c squared minus c squared is 0. So ibig sabihin, this is the standard form of the equation of a parabola which opens upward with vertex at the origin. Therefore, the standard equation of a parabola opening upward with vertex at the origin is x squared is equal to 4cy. Derivation of standard equation of a parabola opening downward with the vertex at the origin. So, kung kanina upwards yung dinerive natin, ito naman downwards. Okay, so ang value ni C doon sa focus ay nag-negative na. Ang directrix natin ay positive, pero yung point natin ay x and y pa rin. Okay, so for the derivation, watch this video. Let's now derive the standard equation of a parabola opening downward with vertex at the origin. So we have the given here, point P, point F, and point P of L. So just like what we did in the standard equation of a parabola which opens upwards with vertex at the origin, we use the definition. So P of F, P, distance between point P and the focus is equal to the distance between that point and the directrix. Okay, so we use the distance formula here. We have square root of x minus x, x minus 0, P of F, P and F pala, x minus 0 squared, plus we have y minus negative c squared is equal to the distance between point P and P of L, piece of L. We have x minus x squared plus y minus c squared. Simplifying further, we will get x minus 0 squared is x squared plus negative times negative is positive, y plus c squared is equal to x minus x is 0, so this will be y minus c squared. So since naka-square root silang dalawa, yung left and right sides of the equation, of the equal symbol, para matanggal yan, we square both. Okay, maalis na yan, maalis na. So ang naiiwan na lang, we have x squared plus y plus c squared is equal to y minus c squared. So we expand y plus c squared and y minus c squared. If you know the special products, mas mabilis. So this will be y squared plus 2cy plus c squared is equal to y squared minus 2cy plus c squared. So, pag may nakita ka na parehong-pareho doon sa magkabilang sides, pareho ng sign, pareho ng variable, pareho din ng exponent, you can immediately cancel them kasi if we transpose that term going to the left or sa right side, mag-zero lang din. Okay, maalis na yan, maalis na rin ito. So, since magkapareho sila pero different yung signs nila, all we have to do is to transpose 2cy to the right. So, we bring down negative 2cy. Transposing negative 2cy, it will be, transposing positive 2cy, it will be negative 2cy. So, since similar terms sila, we can add their numerical coefficients. Negative 2 minus 2 is negative 4. And then we just copy the variables, the constant c and the variable y. So this is the standard equation of the parabola opening downwards whose vertex is at the origin. Therefore, the standard equation of a parabola opening downward with vertex at the origin is x squared is equal to negative 4cy. Okay? So here is the table that we need to use in solving problems involving parabola. Opening upwards or downwards with vertex at the origin. So, the focus, kapag upwards siya, positive yung C kay focus, negative naman yung kay directrix. Kapag downwards naman siya, negative yung numerical coefficient na nandito, katabi ni constant C and variable Y. Ang focus ay negative, ang directrix ay positive. Ang axis of symmetry nilang dalawa ay 0. So, what is axis of symmetry? Yun yung line that divides the parabola into two equal parts. Okay? Yun yung line. Yun yung vertical line. X is equal to 0. So, we have properties of a parabola here with vertex at the origin. So, first one, vertex at the origin. If the parabola opens upward, the vertex is the lowest point. Okay, kung upwards siya, nandito yung vertex. Yun yung pinakamababang point. If the parabola opens downward, the vertex is the highest point. Yun yung nasa taas naman. So, kung downwards siya like that, yung vertex yun yung highest point, pinakamataas na point. The directrix, the line y is equal to negative c or y is equal to positive c. The directrix is c units below or above the vertex. So, take note, c units. Ibig sabihin, laging positive yung value ni c. Okay? Take note of that, laging positive yung value niya. The focus, 0C or 0 negative C. The focus is C units above or below the vertex. Any point on the parabola has the same distance from the focus as it has from the directrix. Yan yung sinabi ko kanina. Yung distance between point P and the focus is always equal to the distance of point P to the directrix. Okay? And the axis of symmetry, x is equal to 0, yun yung y-axis. This line divides the parabola into two parts which are mirror images of each other. Okay? Example number 1, determine the focus and directrix of the parabola with the given equation. For the solution, watch this video. In this example, we determine the focus and directrix of the parabola with the given equations. So first one, we have x squared is equal to 12y. So if we will look at the table that I've provided, ang standard, this is a parabola which opens upwards. So it follows this format. X squared is equal to 4cy. And then the formula or the format of its focus is f0 positive c, and then the directrix is at y is equal to negative c. So we know that this one is equivalent to this one, so we can equate them. We have 4c is equal to 12, dividing both sides by 4 for us to obtain the value of c. We get c is equal to 3. So therefore, substituting 3 to the c here, we have the focus is at 0 and 3, and then the directrix is at negative 3. This is the answer. For the second item, we have x squared is equal to negative 6y. This is a parabola which opens downwards. So it has this formula, x squared is equal to negative 4cy, and the focus is at 0, negative c, and then the directrix is y is equal to c. Again, since equals ito negative 6y, c negative 4c, we can equate them. Okay, we have negative 4c is equal to negative 6, dividing both sides by negative 4 para maalis yung constant term at makuha natin si c. We have c is equal to negative 6 all over negative 4, or that can be simplified as 3 all over 2. So therefore, our focus is at 0, negative 3 all over 2, and our directrix is at y is equal to 3 all over 2. This is the answer. Third example, x squared is equal to 9y. So, same lang sila ni example number 1. It takes this format, x squared is equal to 4cy. And then the focus is at 0c. And then the directrix is at line y is equal to negative c. So, since equal lang si 4c at si 9, we can equate them. 4c is equal to 9. Divide both sides by 4. So, we have c is equal to 9 all over 4. So that means our focus is at 0 and 9 all over 4. And our directrix is at y is equal to negative 9 all over 4. So madali lang siya as long as you know the formula. Okay, yung difference ng format ng parabola opening upwards at yung parabola opening downwards. Okay? The second example, what is the standard equation of the parabola in the figure? The second item, give the standard equation of the parabola whose focus is at point 0, negative 5 and the directrix is at line y is equal to 5. For the solution, watch this video. So in this example, we are asked to give the standard equation of the parabola in the figure. So in the figure, nakita natin doon that the focus is at point 0, 2 and then the directrix is at the line y is equal to negative 2. Okay, so going over at the table that I provided, kung nakita natin na ang directrix ay negative at yung value ni C doon sa focus ay positive, ibig sabihin it is a parabola which opens upwards and with the vertex at the origin. So, ibig sabihin ang kanyang standard equation ay x squared is equal to 4cy. Okay, so automatically our C will be 2 kasi andun the value of C here is equal to 2. So, substituting 2 in this formula, we have x squared is equal to 4 times 2 times y. So, we have x squared is equal to 8y. So, this is the standard equation of the parabola. Take note, si C parati ay positive kasi it is a distance, a measure of distance. Ang distance ay hindi pwedeng mag-negative. Okay? Second example, give the standard equation of the parabola whose focus is at point 0, negative 5 and the directrix is at line y is equal to 5. So, kung babalikan ulit natin yung table, yan ay isang parabola opening downwards with vertex at the origin kasi positive yung value ni y. Okay, so ibig sabihin, it takes this form, x squared is equal to negative 4cy. So, as I mentioned earlier, the value of c is always positive. So, 5 and negative 5, that is always positive. Okay? We take the positive value kasi distance siya. So, substituting 5 in this, in c, we have 4 times negative 4 times 5 times y, or that is, simplifying further, x squared is equal to negative 4 times 5 is negative 20y. This is the standard equation of the parabola with focus at 0, negative 5 and whose directrix is at y is equal to 5. More properties of parabola. The parabolas represented so far are vertical and have their vertices at the origin. Some parabolas open instead horizontally to the left or right, and some have vertices not at the origin. Their standard equations and properties are given in the box. So for the parabola opening upwards, whose vertex is at h and k, we have this standard equation, x minus h squared is equal to 4c times y minus k. For the parabola with vertex at h and k opening downwards, we have x minus h squared is equal to negative 4c times y minus k. For the parabola opening horizontally, we have y minus k squared is equal to 4c times x minus h. That is a parabola opening to the right. And if the parabola opens to the left, the standard equation will be y minus k squared is equal to negative 4c times x minus h. Here is the table that contains the formula that we need to use in solving problems involving parabola opening upwards or downwards or to the left or to the right depending on the vertex. If the vertex is at the origin or if the vertex is at h and k. All you have to do is to refer to this table if you can't memorize it. Okay? Important observations. The equations are in terms of x minus h and y minus k. The vertex coordinates are subtracted from the corresponding variable. So take note, si h laging nakapair kay x at si k laging nakapair kay y. If the x part is squared, the parabola is vertical. Ibig sabihin, kapag yung x yung squared, it's either the parabola opens either upwards or downwards. Pero kapag si y yung may square, the parabola is horizontal, meaning it either opens to the left or to the right. In a horizontal parabola, the focus is on the left or right of the vertex. And the rectrix is vertical. So, ibig sabihin, kung yung parabola daw natin ay nag-open to the left or to the right, ang focus ay nasa left or right at ang directrix ay vertical. Okay? Vertical yung line. If the coefficient of the linear, yung non-squared part, is positive, the parabola opens upward or to the right. If negative, downward or to the left. Okay? So example number 3, the figure shows the graph of parabola with only its focus and vertex indicated. A, find its standard equation, and B, what is its directrix and its axis of symmetry. For the solution, watch this video. Okay, so in this example, we are asked to identify the standard equation of the graph. Okay, so given its focus and the vertex, the focus is 3, -4, and the vertex is 5, -4. So, looking at the graph, it is a parabola which opens to the left. Okay, so it takes the format y minus k squared is equal to, the format is y minus k squared is equal to -4c times x minus h. Okay, so para mahanap natin yung formula niya, standard equation niya, all we need to do is to find h, k, the value of h, the value of k, and the value of c. So yung vertex natin, alam na natin agad yung value ni h at ni k. Okay, so yung value ni h here, we have 5. The value of k here is -4. The value of c is, looking at the graph, pwede na natin siyang makuha agad kasi it is the distance between the focus and the vertex. Okay, so kapag ika-count natin yung distance nilang dalawa, ang makukuha natin ay 2. Okay, the distance between the focus and the vertex is 2. So since we already have the essential information, the essential values, we can substitute these values na dito sa formula na to. Okay, so substituting h, k, and c doon sa formula, so we have, this will be y minus, what is the value of k? Value of k is -4. Again, kapag subtraction yung operation at negative yung nakuha nating value, we enclose that using a parenthesis. Okay, squared is equal to -4 times 2, and then we have x minus, what is h? H is 5. Okay, simplifying further, we get, so the negative times negative is positive, y plus 4 squared is equal to -4 times 2 is -8 times x minus 5. So ito yung standard equation nung graph. Okay, second example, second question, what is its directrix? How about the axis of symmetry? So kung babalikan natin yung table na pinrovide ko, yung formula ni directrix ay x is equal to h plus c. And then, yung formula ni axis of symmetry ay y is equal to k. So, meaning, we just add the values of h and c that we obtained here. We have h and c, 5 plus 2 is 7. And then, we have the value of k is negative 4, y is equal to negative 4. So, ibig sabihin, ito yung ating sagot. We have the directrix is at line x is equal to 7, and the axis of symmetry is at line y is equal to negative 4. Okay? This is our answer.
Example number 4, determine the vertex, focus, directrix, and axis of symmetry of the parabola with the given equation. For the solution, watch this video.
In this example, we are asked to determine the vertex, focus, directrix, and axis of symmetry, okay, in the following. The first one, y squared minus 5x plus 12y is equal to negative 16. So, since nakita natin na ang may squared na variable ay si y, it's either a parabola which opens to the left, either to the left or to the right. Okay, so para malaman natin yung value ni h, k, at ni c, kailangan muna natin siyang i-transform into standard equation. Okay, so papaano natin yung gagawin? Through the help of the completing the square method. So, paano ba gamitin yon? Lahat ng may y's, pagsamasamahin, we have y squared plus 12y. At lahat ng walang variable, at lahat ng walang kapareho ay pupunta sa right. From negative 5x, ito transpose natin sa kabila, we have positive 5x, and then we bring down negative 16. Okay, so papaano ulit gamitin yung completing the square method? We try to complete this binomial into a perfect square trinomial, at kung nakuha na natin yung i-add natin dito, i-add din natin sa kabila. Okay, so we bring down y squared plus 12y. So, anong i-add natin dito? Yung kalahati ng coefficient nito. So, yung square ng kalahati niya. So, 12 divided by 2 is 6. After obtaining the half of the coefficient, i-square naman natin siya. So, 12 divided by 2 is 6. 6 squared, or 6 times 6, we have 36. Okay, so we bring down 5x minus 16. Then we also add here positive 36. So, perfect square trinomial na ito, pwede na natin siyang i-factor out. We have y plus 6 squared is equal to, this will be 5x plus 20. Simplifying further, we just copy this one, y plus 6 squared is equal to 5 times x plus, so 20 divided by 5, we have 4. Okay, so that means anong value ni h dito? The value of h is yung nandoon, yung h parating naka-pair kay x, yung y parating naka-pair kay, yung k parating naka-pair kay y. Okay, so since positive ito, we consider the negative counterpart of 4. So negative 4. The value of k is, since positive si 6, we consider the negative value, the negative counterpart, we have negative 6. And then the value of c is, paano hanapin yung value ni c? So, this is the equivalent to 4c. We have 4c is equal to 5. Divide both sides by 4. So, we have c is equal to 5 all over 4. Okay, so, since we already have the essential values, h, k, and c, we can immediately identify the values of vertex, the vertex, the focus, the directrix, and the axis of symmetry. So how do we do that? We go over to the table that I provided you. This is a parabola which opens to the right. Okay? Kasi positive yung nandito. So using the formulas there, we have the focus is at h plus c. Okay. So
how do we obtain the focus? Isa-substitute lang natin yung h, c, at k. We have h is negative 4 plus 5 all over 4, and k is negative 6. So simplifying further, we get the LCD is 4. 4 divided by 1 is 4, times negative 4 is negative 16. 4 divided by 4 is 1, 1 times 5 is 5, and then negative 6. Simplifying further, we get negative 16 plus 5 is negative 9 all over 4, and negative 11. This is negative 11 all over 4, and negative 6. This is the focus. So how about the directrix? The directrix can be found by using this formula. X is equal to h minus c. So h minus c is, we have a negative 4 minus c is equivalent to 5 all over 4. LCD here is 4. So 4 divided by 1 is 4. 4 times negative 4 is negative 16. 4 divided by 4 is 1. 1 times negative 5 is negative 5. So simplifying further, we get negative 21 all over 4. And the axis of symmetry, we have y is equal to k. So k here is negative 6. And of course, the vertex, alam naman na natin kanina, h and k, we have negative. The vertex is at h and k, or negative 4 and negative 6. Okay? So therefore, our vertex is at point negative 4, negative 6. Our focus is at point negative 11 all over 4 and negative 6. Our directrix is at line negative 21 all over 4. And our axis of symmetry is at line y negative 6. Okay? Okay, so in this example, we determine the vertex, the focus, the directrix, and the axis of symmetry in this general form of a parabola. Okay, so how do we do that? Again, we need to transpose all of the terms na walang kapareho at lahat ng terms na walang variable sa right side. Since si x yung may squared, ibig sabihin this is a parabola whose opening is either upwards or downwards. Okay, so we group this one, lahat ng may x sa left, lahat ng walang x sa right. So from positive 24y, we have negative 24y, then positive 51. Okay, so how are we going to do this? Hindi agad natin magagamit yung completing the square method, since mayroon pa itong yung numerical coefficient ni x squared ay hindi pa 1. So how do we transform this into 1? Dapat we factor out 5. This will be x squared plus 30 divided by 5 is 6x is equal to, this will be negative 24y plus 51. We divide both sides by 5 para maalis si 5. So it will give us x squared plus 6x is equal to negative 24 all over 5y plus 51 all over 5. So ano ang i-add natin sa magkabilang sides? Yung square of half, 6. Okay, so 6 divided by 2 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9. So plus 9 and then plus 9 here. So perfect square trinomial na to. So we can factor this out. We have x plus 3 squared is equal to, this will be negative 24 all over 5y plus the LCD here is 5. Understood na may 1c 9. 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 51 is 51. Plus 5 divided by 1 is 5 times 9 is 45. So simplifying further, we get we just copy this one, bring down x plus 3 squared, and then this will be negative 24 all over 5y plus 51 plus 45, that is 96 all over 5. So simplifying further, we get x plus 3 squared, we just bring down that, and then this will be negative 24 all over 5, and then this will be y. So bakit siya naging y? Kasi negative 24 all over 5y divided by negative 24 all over 5, ang naiwan ay y. And then 96 all over 5 divided by negative 24 all over 5, the answer is we have negative 4. Okay? So, ibig sabihin, since negative yung nandito, this is a parabola opening downwards. So, ang values na essential dito ay yung value ni h, value ni k, at value ni c. Ano yung h natin? The value of h here is negative 3. Since positive ito, we consider the negative counterpart. Since negative na ito, we consider the positive counterpart. The value of k is 4. And the value of c, so how can we obtain the value of c here? We have negative 4c is equal to negative 24 all over 5. Divide both sides by negative 4. So bakit negative 4c? Kasi yung formula dito ay x minus h squared is equal to negative 4c times y minus k. So, kinuha lang natin ito, since equal silang dalawa, inequate natin sila pareho. Negative 4c is equal to negative 24 over 5. Divide both sides by negative 4. So, we have c is equal to negative 24 over 5 times the reciprocal of negative 1, negative 4 is negative 1 all over 4. This will be negative 24 divided by 4 is negative 6. Then times negative 1 all over 5, that is, the value of c here is 6 all over 5. Going back to the table that I provided, ang formula para mahanap si focus ay we have h and k minus c. Yung formula para kay directrix, we have y is equal to k plus c, at yung axis of symmetry natin ay makukuha by using x is equal to h. So obtaining the focus, we have h is negative 3 and k is 4 and c is 6 all over 5. So we have 4 minus 6 all over 5. Simplifying further, we get negative 3. LCD is 5. Understood na 1 ito. 5 divided by 1 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20 minus 6. So simplifying further, we get negative 3 and 20 minus 6 is 14 all over 5. This is the focus. Our directrix, we have, how can we find the directrix? This can be solved using this way. Y is equal to k plus 6 all over 5. LCD is 5. 5 divided by 1 is 5. 5 times 4 is 20. And then 5 divided by 5 is 1. 1 times 6 is 6. So the directrix is 26 all over 5. And the axis of symmetry is at x is equal to negative 3. So of course, our vertex is negative 3 and 4. Okay?
Okay, in the previous example, nalaman ninyo kung paano mag-transform ng general form to its equivalent standard form. Okay? So, ano ang ginamit natin? Gumamit tayo ng completing the square method. So, in this example, you will convert naman the following to general form. Okay? So, for the solution, watch this video. In this example, we are asked to convert a given standard equation of a parabola to its equivalent general form. So how do we do that? We expand the square of a binomial. So the first item, y minus 3 squared, we have y squared minus 6y plus 9 is equal to, we distribute 7 to all the terms inside the parentheses. We have 7x minus 56. And then, lahat ng terms ililipat sa kabila. We have y squared minus 6y plus 9. So, from 7x, it will be negative 7x. And then, from negative 56, it will be positive 56. Ang may iwan sa kabila ay 0. So, combining similar terms, we have y squared minus 6y minus 7x. 56 plus 9 is 65. So, plus 65 is equal to 0. So, this is the equivalent general form of the given standard equation of a parabola. The second example, second item, x plus 2 squared is equal to negative 8 times y plus 5. So, we expand this binomial, square of a binomial. We have x squared plus 4x plus 4 is equal to negative 8 times y is negative 8y. The negative 8 times 5 is negative 40. So, lahat ng terms na nasa right, ililipat sa left at 0 yung may iwan sa right. We have x squared plus 4x plus 4. From negative 8y, ililipat sa kabila, it will be positive 8y. And then from negative 40, ililipat sa kabila, magiging positive 40 is equal to 0. So, combining similar terms, we have squared plus 4x plus 8y plus 44 is equal to 0. This is the equivalent general form of x plus 2 squared is equal to negative 8 times y plus 5. Okay?
The last example, a parabola has focus at point 7 and 9 and directrix at line y is equal to 3. Find its standard equation. For the solution, watch this video.
In this example, a parabola has focus at point 7, 9 and directrix at y is equal to 3. Find its standard equation. So, if we try to plot the given information sa ating Cartesian plane, so yung focus ay matatagpuan saan? X is 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 7 is here. And then, y is 9. This is y. Sorry sa aking drawing. So, ibig sabihin, nandito yung ating focus. So, ang directrix natin ay line y is equal to 3. So, saan yung positive 3? Nandito yung line na yan. So, ito yung ating directrix. So, ibig sabihin, ang image ng ating parabola, it opens upwards. Parang pag ganito siya. Okay? It's like that. So, since upwards siya, it will take the form x minus h squared is equal to 4c times y minus k. So, kailangan natin hanapin si h, si k, at si c. Okay, so, paano malalaman yung value ni c? Madali lang. Yung c, definitely, yun yung distance between the focus and the vertex. Yun, c din yung distance between the vertex and the directrix. So, ibig sabihin, if we try to measure the distance between the focus and the directrix, the value will be equivalent to 2c. Okay, so, paano mahanap yan? It is the distance between the directrix and the focus. So, we will just count kung ilang units ba yung layo nilang dalawa. So, this is 3. So, we will count from here going here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. So, the distance between the focus and the directrix is 6. Dividing both sides by 2, so we have c is equal to 3. Mayroon na tayong value ni c. So, paano mahanap si vertex ngayon? Since we are
we need the value of h and k. So, nasaan ba si vertex? It is always the midpoint of the focus and the directrix. Nasa gitna sila. Laging nasa gitna si vertex. So, paano ma-identify si gitna? Since nandito tayo sa part ng 7, so definitely ang value ni h pa rin ay 7. How about the value of k? So, yung value ni k, from here, i-add lang natin yung distance ni directrix kay vertex, which is 3. So, ano yung value nito? 3. Mag-add tayo papunta ng 3 units doon para makuha natin yung value ni k ni vertex. So, 3 plus 3, we have 6. So, therefore, anong next na step? Isa-substitute na natin yung value ni h, which is 7, k which is 6, and c which is 3 doon sa ating standard equation. So, we have x minus 7 squared is equal to 4 times the value of c is 3 times y minus 6. Or simplifying further, we get x minus 7 squared is equal to 12 times y minus 6. This is now our answer. Okay?
For the activity, do what's more on pages 37 to 41 and what I have learned on page 40. The submission of all outputs will be on Friday.